And that's the game. Like I've said from the very beginning, this is my favorite game of all time, so coming up with a review of the game that I'm trying to be objective is hard. The biggest flaw, of course, in the game is the dated graphics. At the time that they came out, they were impressive. The 3D and everything on the field, in the battles, in the full motion videos, it was very impressive. Looking back now, we see what's not there instead of what is there. That is really what dates the game more than anything else. If this game had an HD remake, of course, I think you would see a huge revival of just a fan base for this game that maybe no other remake could do. Maybe that's just me, though. But if we look at the graphics for the time, they were great. If we look at the music, I still love the music. Music is fantastic for me. Of course, it was Uematsu, my favorite Japanese composer of all time. I just love what he has done with the game. In terms of the battle system, this is, for me, what I would consider the default battle system. It was the first RPG that I played all the way through that I understood, so to me this is what I think of when I think of turn-based combat. Of course, turn-based combat in and of itself is becoming less and less popular as we move forward, but I think that the battle system was done very well. Of course, we can be insanely overpowered in this game, and you rely way too much on materia, on the magic itself as you go through the game, especially that enemy skill material, which we used from the beginning of the game until the end of the game. I even used it in the final battle, using something that we picked up on disc 1. But overall, I think the battle system is well done. There are some flaws with it, but you'll see why those flaws are more apparent, or why you can be so overpowered as we go through the bonus episodes. Because I will take the party that I have before the point of no return, and I'll try to do some stuff with them just to show off what kind of difficulty spike we're going through the bonus videos. I won't go over the end game side quest content just yet because we haven't done them in a while, but let's go over some of the other points for the game. Like plot, I think it is an incredible plot full of great characters, and you do get to see growth of all the characters individually and as a group, almost without fail. The only person that I can maybe think of that didn't grow as a person, like maybe Stefan didn't grow that much compared to how we found him, but there is some growth there. Each character, I think, is unique, and they bring a new perspective into the quest, the plot as a whole. I still think, though, that there is somewhat of a problem with each individual's motives for moving forward, especially Spaz and, to a lesser extent, Stefan. They don't necessarily have the same motivation to save the world as everybody else does, and Crash as well. But outside of that, that's something that's standard throughout RPGs, so I don't blame it too much for that. So that's plot, gameplay, graphics, sound, and that's pretty much it for what I would say is the main parts of an RPG. So at the end of the day, I'll probably give it a 9.5. There's no such thing to me as a perfect game. Maybe a 9, but I'm gonna lean towards 9.5. I absolutely adore this game. I do. Perhaps I'm being both overly critical and fanboying just a little bit, but I'm gonna stick with 9.5. For those of you that didn't fully understand the ending, I'll do my best to try to go through it fairly quickly. After we defeated Sephiroth, the one with the wing that was floating up in the air, kind of having like tentacles, after we defeated him, it's always been my assumption that we go into Fred's subconscious to take out Sephiroth at the end. Sephiroth has his own choir. That's how good he is. I just love him as a villain. I think there's reasonings why he shouldn't attack you from the beginning, which a lot of RPGs miss. He's kind of always there. He shows up a little bit later than I would like, but he's kind of always there, always doing a good job motivating you to kill him, really. But what was I talking about? Oh, so after we go and kill the big bad boss, there is a scripted fight. It is a scripted fight at the end. I'll go over that more when we do it in a bonus video, because I actually had Fred equipped with the counterattack materia, and if Sephiroth had hit him, I would have killed him with the counterattack. He's only got 1 HP in that fight. You have to win it. You have to use Omni Slash unless you counter. It's the strangest thing to me. But so we take him out in his subconscious. Then Sheska pulls him out, and then we saw a meteor hit Midgar, more or less. It was like hovering right above there. There were all these tornadoes going through it. Then Holy comes out. Holy was the blue thing. Holy comes out and tries to stop it, but it's not powerful enough. You do need that life stream to come out, which was the green stuff. That came out and bolstered Holy, and it's sort of a cliffhanger ending. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, I will give you that, but I'll tell you right now that Midgar is destroyed, but the Earth is saved overall. The big cliffhanger is whether or not Midgar makes it, and for the most part, it goes down, as is evidence in countless other spin-offs that I may get to. I have not decided about all of them just yet, but we do have one more scene to go through. And there we do get to see that Soap has indeed lived, and he actually found another creature like him in order to produce offspring. And we saw that Sephiroth, yeah, Sephiroth is gone, but we also saw that Midgar has been destroyed, but the Earth makes it. Now, a lot of people saw that final scene and assumed that the human race did not make it. That is not the case. Human race did, in fact, make it. Like I said, there are many sequels to this game. I'm not sure how I feel about doing all of them. There are definitely some that are in the back of my mind that I would like to do, but we will get to those another time. That is going to do it for the normal run-through of Let's Play Final Fantasy VII. I've been Baller Scuba. I've been joined, as always, by our champions, Fred, Sheska, Tank, Crash, Soap, Stefan, Datmyho, and Spaz. That's all of them, right? I think so. Hope you guys have enjoyed these parts, this entire Let's Play so far. Hope you laughed, hope you learned, hope to see you next time for some bonus videos. Thanks for watching.